Hello everyone and welcome to my channel again. The last time we met, I talked about very fundamental things, how to chart a course in the hospitality industry, or how to chart a career path in the hospitality industry. Today I'm going to look at something that is very important to both managers and owners of the hospitality outfits. So I'm going to look at how to manage a hospitality outfit effectively and efficiently. Okay, so it is important to know that many people get into hospitality business out of idealism, but some of them, majority of them, ends up in frustration. And the reason is because it's either their goals are not met or they cannot get good return on investment. I've even discovered that some people get into it, invest a lot of money, and at the end of the day, they want to dispose the property, they want to sell off their hotel, they want to sell off their restaurant. Today, I believe I have some things to tell you that will help you, manage your hospitality outfit effectively and efficiently. And I hope you will pay attention to what I'm going to say today. Now, what is management? As a matter of fact, management is working with people and through people to achieve a goal. Working with people and through people to achieve a goal. Management can also be defined as harnessing both human and material resources, towards the achievement of the organizational goal. Someone else defined management as everyone that is involved in contributing towards the achievement of the organizational goal. That is management for you. Okay, so what are the functions of management? Simple. Number one function of management is planning. You must know how to plan. Planning simply deals with looking before you jump or watch before you leap. Put it differently, it means putting together a set of strategies that will help you to achieve your organizational goal. So planning. Number two, organizing is another function of management. So you have to organize the resources, organize the manpower. And the idea is, again, towards achievement or attainment of organizational goal. There is also what we call coordinating. Coordinating as a function. You coordinate various departments so that they can work harmoniously towards organizational goal. Budgeting is also another fundamental, important function of management. How to get money and how to spend it. In a simple term, that is what budgeting means. So you must know how to make money before you spend it. And then staffing, recruiting the appropriate or relevant qualified workforce for your organization. And another important function is communication, the transfer of information through a channel or medium from one person to another, and then feedback is gotten, and that is regarded as effective communication. In a nutshell, these are some of the basic functions of management. However, there are three non-conventional functions of management that I also want to mention in my introduction. Number one is the function of mediating. As a manager of a hospitality outfit, remember your job is to mediate. You are at the middle. You mediate between the ownership or the management team and the workforce. You are also the ambassadors. You are also the ambassador of the management team and the ambassador of the staff. You represent the two interest groups. And finally, you must learn to play politics. You are a politician. What does politicians do basically? A typical politician will present their manifestos, will tell the electorate what they will do, what they intend doing, how they intend doing it, so that they can earn their vote. In the same vein, you must tell your workforce and the owners what you can do, how you will do it to achieve its goal. So these three non-conventional functions are also very relevant in managing a hospitality outfit effectively and efficiently. Having said all the things I've said so far, let us delve into principles that will help you to manage a hospitality outfit successfully. When I say successfully, I'm talking about you having good return on investment. We all know that the aim of any businessman, apart from, or any business personality, or any business owner, apart from meeting the existing needs of the environment, it is profit maximization. Like we know, it will be impossible for you to maximize profit if the needs are not effectively and efficiently met. So the first principle I want us to consider in this discussion is vision. What is a vision? A picture of one's preferred future that propels you to action. A picture of one's future that motivates one to action. What is your vision? Do you have a vision as a hospitality owner, as a hospitality outfit owner, or as a manager of a hospitality outfit? You must have a clear vision written down. So when the vision is written down, whoever sees it will run with it. So this is very fundamental. Have a clear vision of where you want to be in the next 1 year, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. The organization itself must have a clear vision, and then you should have your personal vision as a manager of the organization. Very important, because if you have a vision, it will keep you on course. If you have a vision, you will not be distracted. If you have a written down vision, you will follow it logically, and that will help you to deliver effectively and efficiently. Another important, very relevant principle that will help you to manage a hospitality outfit effectively and efficiently is staffing, or if you like, having round pegs in round holes. That simply means you have to recruit the appropriate workforce, the appropriate staff for appropriate positions. You see, how you recruit the staff is very important. You must source for qualified, well-mannered, ready to perform workforce that will help you to achieve your goal. If you don't recruit the appropriate staff, that means you are setting up yourself for failure. So you must recruit, train, and deploy appropriately. For instance, you cannot recruit an individual to manage your front office if they do not have interpersonal skill. Once again, recruit the appropriate staff for the appropriate position or positions. The next principle we consider is training and development. Okay, so after recruiting the staff, what do? You have selected the staff, okay? So it is your responsibility to train them. And training in the hospitality industry is a continuous thing. It's not something you do once or at the beginning before commissioning and then you stop. You train, orientation training, and then departmental trainings, and then trainings will continue. It is a continuous thing. And as you keep on training and developing the workforce, they will become better and they will deliver better. So it is very fundamental. Staff members are encouraged to self-develop. They are expected to read. They are supposed to be studious. They are supposed to develop themselves. Know what is trendy in the industry, what is the better way or best way of rendering services in the industry as at today, 2025. Very important. That will also help you. Okay, another principle that you must consider is that of excellent product and service delivery. See, what will stand you out is your ability to deliver your product and services excellently. If you render emotional and unequal services to your customers, guess what will happen? They will become loyal to your organization. When they become loyal, there will be return patronage. In fact, they will even attract friends, family members, and acquaintances to your organization. Guess what will happen? By the time they start doing that, there will be increased turnover, the revenue will increase, and so also profit will increase. And before you know it, you will start having good return on investment. So the idea of rendering quality product and services cannot be underestimated. You must pay attention to that. That is also fundamental. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next point is that of teamwork. What is team? T-E-A-M. Together, each one achieves much. A team is different from a group. A team is deliberately put together with the sole aim of achieving a specific defined goal. A group can come together now, and disperse later. But when a team comes together, they stay together because they are in one organization and their goal is one. So you must have a loyal team. You must have a team that is ready to work together. You must have a team that is willing to deliver, a team that keeps to time, not a team of people that are not focused on why they are in the organization. A team of people that are professionals. Very important team, and they are ready to work together as a team. So teamwork is very important, but there can be no teamwork if you don't put together a good team. What other principle should we consider? How to beat the running cost. This has become a very serious challenge in the hospitality industry. You hear owners and managers complaining about the fact that the cost of production is high, the cost of running the industry is high, energy cost, raw material cost, and so on and so forth. There are several ways to address this matter. Number one, okay, so if you want to beat down the running cost, let's look at your raw materials. Where do you source your raw materials? Do you do direct purchasing, or you permit or approve suppliers, or you have a team of suppliers that do supply things to you? Again, if you have suppliers, there are advantages to that and there are also disadvantages to that. If you want to put together a team of suppliers, okay, that will deliver and then will be paid later, is advantageous, but at a very competitive price. And then there should be proper checks and balances so that somebody will not be inflating the bill and then they'll be milking you. That is one. Secondly, you can also have a purchasing officer that goes to the market to do direct purchases, especially for food and beverage items, someone that will buy vegetables and things like that are perishable. Can be going once in a week or twice in a week. That can also help. But look at the market you go. Go to markets that are in the remote areas so that prices will be affordable and manageable. Very important. Okay, for you to be able to do that effectively and efficiently, there should be a regular market survey. Regular market survey. If you live in Nigeria today, Nigeria is in Africa. Okay? Nigeria today, the inflation is very high. So the rate of inflation is high. If that is the case, it's to be advisable. I would personally advise that you do your market survey on a weekly basis, because what you bought a week ago can have a different price today. And there is that tendency that the price will go up. So you have to be conversant with what is going on, beating the running cost. Very important. Okay, proper record keeping is also very fundamental. Another important principle is how to checkmate fraud. There are fraudsters everywhere. It's not only in the hospitality industry. Now, today we have realized that most employees of the hospitality industry are looking for what to get. Everybody wants to grab whatever they can get from your organization. They don't really care if the organization does well or not. So you have to put in place a proper control measure that will checkmate those fraudsters. Okay? Again, remember we talked about recruitment earlier. There should be a pre-recruitment test that will help you to separate the wheat from the chaff. Very important, the wheat from the chaff. Also, if do your pre-employment investigation or findings, you may know the staff to employ and those you shouldn't consider at all because of their past records. Okay, it is very important, and ensure that you don't spare any fraudster that is discovered in the course of rendering their services in your organization. If they are caught, hand them over to the police or dismiss them outrightly. Send them away from your organization or send them to your competitors. It is better and safer for you. Okay, so what other point should we look at as we go further into discussing this subject matter? Remember, we are looking at principles that will help you to manage hospitality outfit effectively and efficiently. There's what we call work around management. Work around management. Okay, what does that mean? Strange coining or strange language or phrase. Okay, let me state clearly what I mean by work around management. You are not a desk officer. As a manager of a hospitality outfit or as an owner, don't just sit down in your office. It is your duty to go around, move from one department to the other, move around departments, go to the front office, go to food and beverage operations, go to the kitchen, go to the bar, go to the housekeeping, go around the rooms. What are the staff doing? How are they doing it? Okay? Ask questions. When you go to the bar, ask them, how are they doing? What is going on? Okay? Move around. Let your presence be felt. Go to the security department. Go to the different beats. From time to time, it is important for you to do that as a manager of the property or as an owner, so that you have to get involved. And that is how you can get involved. You know what is going on. You know what the challenges they are going through. Because if you are not there, if you don't know what is happening, guess what? You will not be able to manage your property effectively and efficiently. Okay, so having said that, let me also add something that is very fundamental, which is leading by example. As a manager or as an owner, you must walk your talk. Say and do, or do what you say. Okay, it is very important. Leadership must be by example. Okay, this is another fundamental principle. Okay, so if you tell everybody to keep to time, if you say resumption time, for instance, is 7 a.m. for morning shift, when are management staff supposed to resume? If they are supposed to be around by 7, they should be around before 7. And that is how they will be able to know that some staff members are coming late. So, you obey the rules. Whatever the rules are, ensure you are obeying the rules, and the staff members will see you obeying the rules. And by so doing, they will know that you are setting good examples. And then they can emulate you. It is very important, and it will help you to manage your property effectively and efficiently. Another principle is fix the problem and not the blame. You see, management or leadership is about decision making. Your ability to take decisions at the appropriate time will help your organization or will help the people you are leading or the people you are managing. Okay, fix the problem and not the blame. There will always be challenges and problems in the hospitality industry. There could be challenges from the customers, challenges from colleagues, and so on and so forth. When it happens, what do? Solve the problem. Whenever there is a complaint, don't start looking for what led to the complaint. The first thing is solve the problem. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you again when I come your way again.